shall begin if I don't finish knocking everything off my desk. Right, so I do believe we left it as you approached the ruined monastery last time.
We did.
So there we go. That was the ruined monastery. Huzzah.
Yes. So it's mostly one story. Well, it's actually mostly two stories because there appear to be windows in the eaves as well. And we've got a fallen down wall, a fallen down gate.
With only a party of 4, I shall reset the bennies. Oh, no, hang on. That doesn't work.
Right, only the towers, 2 stories.
I've got to get rid of
And
the
that looks like that hole in the roof there could be indicative of damaged wall as well. I reckon it's worth a scout round just to see if there are just how unintact the whole monastery is.
We could always just go in here, look.
So, squatting at the front of an imposing mountain, a ruined monastery comes into view between the ancient gnarled trees. Made of simple stone blocks, worn smooth with the passage of time, the stout building is falling apart. Sections of the slanted shale roof have collapsed, and portions of the outer wall have crumbled. Weeds and wild fawn plants run rampant across the field leading up to the place, leaving only the slightest indication of a path that ends at the ruined front doors. Beyond, an overground yard sits in shadow. Well, there's exciting stuff. And if I do... Whoops! And if I actually do it right, and I do that, and then I can drag you back to the very edge of the mapsy. Like so.
Everybody else is trying to decide what to do. Chelsea's going to go and pick some thorns and tuck them in one of her potions.
Find the snake.
And don't need lighting on because I haven't set any, so that means you guys should be able to see the map.
So we're at the gatehouse bit there, yes?
Yes.
Reckon we should just have a scout around before we go in.
And everybody's talking, so, Chelsea's going to be dipping around the outer perimeter.
So what's the big statue outside? Is that a statue?
Looks like a dwarf to me.
Doesn't say.
I mean, it is a dwarf place, isn't it? Is that the edge of the map I picked there?
Well, no, you haven't hit the edge of the map.
I haven't? Okay.
There's some trees. Surely you can see the trees.
Nope. Can't see anything beyond there. And if you just accepted my move, it stopped. So is there a wall there?
Where?
Where my token is?
No.
Happened on the other side when we hit the edge of the lit area. It's like the edge of the map. Can you accept that?
Yeah. Hang on. No. Interesting. So you can't see all of that?
Nope.
No.
Or all of that?
I can.
No, nothing there at all.
I can. Let me go over here too. See if I can do it in directly. Yeah, I can.
I can see a little bit if I click off of Rannick.
Yeah, I can see it both with my own vision and party vision.
On party vision, I can see up as far as that point there.
Intriguing. I have no idea why.
Always try and look in tokens and see if I can move beyond the lit square.
Tokens aren't locked.
Yeah, won't let me.
It's not letting us move past the edges we're on. I'm going in
No.
the other direction and the same thing.
What, you can't go to there?
Oh, now I can see it.
Well, now I can see it, but I couldn't move there. Yeah.
Don't know what's going on there.
How bizarre.
Oh, oops. Never mind.
And there's another bit that I can't go past now.
Well, that's the edge of the map.
That's the edge of the map. Okay.
I bet you're not supposed to go back.
Which is interesting because the line of sight's are nowhere near there. Right. I'm going to lock the tokens.
This is an unusual map, this.
Well, that's interesting. I just found something I'm missing. Okay, what have I missed here? Yes, I have. I can't believe I missed that. How did I miss that?
Oh, in his trip up and round that side, Rannick will have been looking for any signs of, I suppose, habitation or tracks in and out of the monastery, or if it's in use in any way.
Right. Control 1, number 12, infested ruins. Why is that missing? Yeah, should have been there. NPCs. Is it NPCs? Sorry. It would be. What would it be? It would bestiary. Sorry, this is me. This is you guys playing. I mean, the map itself. The map itself. We're going to have to reload at some point and let you guys run around it when I actually do the proper map. Because obviously I'm using the pretty maps because I've only just finally got rid of. They don't provide a play-am version of the map, and I've only just finished removing all the numbers off the official version. So I decided to use that one instead because it was pretty and I had it. And I paid. Actually, no, this one's free. This map you actually can get free from Heroic Maps.
So is this the right map for the adventure?
No, the right map for the adventure is the same as the original one. This is Heroic Maps version of it. The right map for the adventure. I was wondering. The version that comes basically at the end of the day. Spyworks. Pinnacle can only use the artwork that already exists, as it were. You know what I mean? They're licensed. They can use the first edition Pathfinder stuff and their artwork and everything else. So all the maps that are appearing in the products are exactly the same as in the original products, which means when it comes to this adventure, they have the map. The only map that was provided is the GM map. There was never a player map made. Hence the fact Heroic Maps at some point in the past made this map for this adventure and released it for free. So I decided to use it because it's pretty.
So it's the correct map, but not the original map.
It is the correct map, but not the original map. That is correct. Right. We could get started now. I found another.
When Rannick did his scout at the side, he will have been looking out for tracks, signs of habitation, that sort of thing.
I've got to say, the line of sight on this map is just weird.
No, we had to get the moss of the
I probably drew it too close to the edges of the walls because it's meant to go into the walls, but it doesn't. So,
what part of the cure were we supposed to find here? I'm trying to remember.
Mushrooms.
The iron bloom mushrooms.
I haven't actually got round to drawing the walls on the proper version, and basically based on how this one's looking, you can't see any of the interior walls. I was under the impression that when you did walls on a map, that the map they indented slightly so you could actually see the edge of the walls. But this one isn't doing that, is it? It's blocking all the bloody walls completely.
I like to draw my lines. I draw my line down the middle of the wall because I won't let me see the wall. Both sides of it. Yeah, okay, I'm going to shut up now because obviously I know where things are in this map, or I should know where things are, but because the map's different, I'm like confused.
Yeah. Let's see if that makes any difference at all.
So what's the plan, people?
Well, I've checked upside. I'm just having to think about whether I saw anything that might have indicated there's people living here.
I'm just moving everything.
Rundown.
Just moving everything in.
Rundown.
Just moving everything in a few pixels in an attempt to actually make the walls visible.
Rated.
Then, when I've had to think about whether or not I saw anything that might indicate there's people living here, I'll tell you. And when I've told you, we can come up with a plan.
Looks
That's
abandoned.
what I was thinking, anyway.
Looks abandoned.
Looks
Well,
completely
Rand-
abandoned.
Planning and
It's a
being very
ruin.
cautious.
And even,
It's
I mean,
also
No signs of habitation of any kind, no tracks in or out. Or
well, you know it's ruined. You know the doors abandoned it years ago.
yes, but that doesn't mean that nobody else has moved in since.
Well, exactly. I'm not saying you. There's no signs of. There's no signs that anyone is living here at the moment. Doesn't mean there are. I'm just saying you. It's a dungeon. You're not supposed to ask that sort of question. Shut up.
Sorry, I thought that was a sensible question to ask.
I'm sure it is, but this is Pathfinder. It's not common. This is Dungeons and Dragons and all that sort of stuff. Common sense doesn't necessarily have any place in this game, does it? If common sense had place in the games, half the dungeons wouldn't make sense because it's like, why are a bunch of monsters living next to another bunch of monsters that are living next to another bunch of monsters? Well,
The answer is always
okay. So anyway, ruined library. Someone has entered somewhere with a description. The double doors leading into this chamber, I love the way you just came in through the other side, are shattered, broken. One of them lying on the floor. The room beyond is in an equal state of disrepair. Hang on, out of interest, how the hell did you get in through the side wall? Because it is actually shut. Oh, there's meant to be a lake there, but there isn't on that map. Okay. The room beyond is in equal state of disrepair. What was once a library is now a shattered mess, with one corner completely collapsed and dominated by a wide pool of stagnant water. Thick fungus grows on most of the books that still remain on the shelves lining the walls. So there you go.
Well,
I'm surprised he's
Sorry,
got that wall.
That's a window.
I've had a look around. The place looks. Where the bloody hell has Sparkle Tits gone to?
I don't hear you because she's over there checking out. Oh, books. Oh, icky books.
Well, this is a dwarfy place then, Dondrad. If you were a dwarf, well, which you are, where would you reckon that you'd find these iron bloom mushrooms?
Well, is it a monastery?
Well,
Imagine
sign
some-
over the
some
door.
church here.
It's Dartvale Dwarven Monastery, so I'm guessing it is. Was.
Yes. So there'd be some. I'd imagine there'd be some chapel, a library, a chapel,
Yeah.
monks sleeping quarters. But there must be a forge. I mean, if there's a forger in here, I suppose.
So what they're saying is look around and find out, aye?
Look around and find out.
Aye. All
Got some-
right.
There's a big pool of mouldy water outside, so I imagine that might.
Hey, I wonder if there's an echo in this this here bit here. Hello.
Are you Are you examining any of the books or anything, Chelsea?
I was poking through 'em, but they all got grubby stuff on them. Well, fungus. So fungus can be mushrooms. Are any of these fungus mushrooms?
Well, there's fungus growing on the shelves everywhere. Yeah.
There's fungus among us.
I'm gonna take a bit of the more snake hide out of my pouch and wipe off the spines of one of the books to see if I can. But they're all written in Dwarven, probably. Can dwarves write?
Well, the
Jeez,
book,
we
the,
need
the
some.
book itself just sort of crumbles away as you try and touch it. However, a puff of spores are released. Make a vigor check, please. As you breathe in the spores. Oh, you're absolutely fine. Okay, the yard. Tall grass and chunks of stone debris have taken over this small yard. Off to one side, a wooden table has collapsed into a mound of rotting timbers and mouldy straw. The outer wall on the east side has also collapsed, leaving a jagged hole. 3 doors exit into the yard. A pair of double doors to the east, a single door to the north, and a lone door leading into a squat tower in the southeast corner.
Well, no need to dilly-dally, because we've lost one person short now.
I'm going to drop a stone down the well and listen to see if I can hear, first of all, how deep it is and if there's water at the bottom.
Coming in a full of junk.
No.
Okay, there's well resides in the northwest corner of the yard with a rope dangling into it.
Is there now? Well, I'll drop a stone down anyway.
Okay.
I wonder if there's anything in the bucket.
No, I'm
How many feet a second does a stone fall?
Depends how fast the plot is.
yeah.
Depends how fast the what?
The
Plot
plot
is-
is.
Well, exactly. Well, that's
That's
what.
like
Yeah.
If we think Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, there's probably something at the bottom of the well, either a trap or treasure, one of the two.
Anyway, after 30 feet, you hear a plop.
This rope. How
I'm going to take you back, Don Dread, because everyone's moving at once, and I'm trying to just. I hate splitting parties. Sorry, carry on.
this rope? How new is it?
Oh, it's very mouldy. It's about 10 feet of it.
Okay, so not worth using to climb down then.
No. Lying next to the well is a skeletal body, which I can't actually see on this map.
that's because he's standing on it.
Yeah, maybe I'm standing on it.
Oh, yes, you are. You're
Yes.
standing. You're standing on the skeleton.
I'll move away from. Okay. Does it have anything left on it?
Well, it's a skeleton. No.
Okay.
Someone with healing could possibly examine it, though. Or survival.
I'll give it a look over then. I've got survival.
You conclude a rather large animal killed and devoured this unfortunate individual.
Mm.
So is it humanish?
But left the bones. So it's not the kind of animal that would eat bones.
To the south of the well are some ruined stables. Again, there's appear to be some ancient bones in there as well. In fact, you can see them. We're directly south of Dondrad right now.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, did
Hey,
you make
Dondrad.
when you were walking around? Did you make a survival roll to see any signs of actual people here, or did you just say, "Are there anyone here?" and not actually make a survival roll?
Well, I said this is what I'd like to do, and then I was waiting for the GM to tell me whether I should roll notice or survival or what. But you then told me that there was absolutely nothing.
Well, I was lying because I was still trying to sort other things out, and everyone was bloody everywhere. So why did you make a survival tracking roll now? No,
You know
there's
what?
no
I'll
signs
bet
of
you
anything.
You were right the first time. Yep, you see nothing.
I got an error when you spent a penny.
Really?
A console error. Oh no!
It's a-
Oh, please tell me it's not console error day.
Well, we
Well, there
didn't
you
get
go.
it, so it's all.
We didn't get it, so that's better. Normally we get spammed to death because of console error.
Okay. Although the long grass obscures most trails, you discern that there are faint signs of creatures entering and leaving the main building through the double doors that Donjad just tried to walk through. You got a raise. With a
Raise.
You got a raise, didn't you? With a raise, you determine that some of the tracks look reptilian, while others are clearly made by four-legged mammals.
Hang up, Dondrad. Watch out going through there. There's some four-legged beasties.
The
going in and
reptilian
out.
trail always leads to the main entrance and then out into the wild, while the mammal tracks leave by either the main entrance or through the hole in the eastern wall.
Now, the
Well,
way you
when we came up the mountain pass, we did see wolves, and some of them ran away. So
We
maybe
did.
Maybe they're using wolf. Maybe it's maybe they've got guard dogs.
You also, when you said that reptilian ones and four-legged ones, that would imply the reptilian ones are bipedal. How big are they? Are we talking kobold, lizard man, or bigger?
Yes.
Oh, lizard man and bigger. Right, there's all kinds of lizardy things in there.
No,
And
nothing of the sort. It just doesn't tell you that. Doesn't tell me that.
Oh, okay.
We're a bit keen to get inside because we're missing somebody. Although she's probably off sneaking.
I found another mistake.
In fact, you know what? I have to go in first, but you know what she's going to do? I'm going to go and look for her, and she's going to jump out a cupboard and go boo. And she.
Well, I'm checking down this well.
Well, I'm not. You're going to have to wait because I've just noticed I have not got an encounter set up. I just need to put something in to remind me to do it. Okay.
I can't find it known.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and this will be.
Gnome's playing hide and seek again.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it manually. But that's enough for me to. I'm gonna have to do it manually, but that's enough for me to deal with for now. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I go into tokens, I do believe, although because obviously, again, they don't provide any monster tokens at the moment. The VTT add-ins may give me stuff later, but at the moment, I have no monster tokens, so I left it as it was. But now, because I'm running it, I'm going to do it my own way.
Do it your way.
I have to be honest, actually, the Pathfinder illustration is horrible for this one. It really is horrible, but that's okay because I'm not going to use it.
I mean, I know it's a bit naughty, but if anybody's got if you got 5e tokens, just bung them down.
No, I'm just using David Knight's beautiful tokens instead. So anyway, okay, that's fine. Hey, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, miss. I've got to hit you with stuff first.
I was going to play a game of jumping from bench to bench, but apparently not. Huh?
Well, you can, but unfortunately, before that happens, we need to deal with something else.
So the gnomes have dark vision and low light vision.
Oh, that's
They've got
quite
low light vision in those.
That's quite annoying, isn't it?
So you went in there with a light on. Dun dun dun.
Why didn't that do anything? Do you know, there are times where I think I'm really... Oh, for crying out loud, what the...
The door been open and attended to it.
I'm getting very annoyed here.
Have you put the lighting back on then, have you?
No. Hang on, what the hell's
Because it's
going
gone
on here?
grayscale. It's gone grayscale.
Okay, I'll give up.
Uh,
I absolutely give up. I've had enough of this crap. The lighting just doesn't want to work today. Pile of crap that it is. Okay. Drawing.
I don't think you've got ambient light set.
I'm just going to do that. It's easy. It's just as easy just to do that, you know. Smack. No. It won't work, but it'll let me do what I want. No, that won't bloody. Fuck's sake. Right, I give up. I'm not even going to try and be clever here anymore. I've had enough. This pile of crapping software, when it really buggers up, it really buggers up. Right, in the meantime, I'm just going to find Jelsa and make her blind. That's the easiest way to do it. Because all of a sudden she's plunged into absolute total darkness.
I hasten to add, for those watching as we stream, we are testing a new version. And that's
No
what
one's
I'm talking
watching.
about.
No one watches us anyway. I
know,
no
but I'm
watchers.
just saying because fantasy ground's not normally like this.
There's a chance that somebody might watch it after it's been released.
There's a very good chance someone's watching it afterwards. I have no idea what's going. Hang on. The ambient light does exist because it is on.
The ambient light flashes red and blue.
Well,
Yeah.
see, if that's ambient light, then it shouldn't be grayscale. That's better.
There must be two of them, right?
No, aye, that's better. It should be in colour, and then when I step inside, that wedge should disappear, and it should go back to grayscale.
I'd just like to point out that it isn't working. The ambient light is not changing for me one step. Is it changing for any of you?
Yeah, I keep seeing it change.
It's not,
Aye,
it's not for
better
me.
n- it's
And this
better
is what
now.
winds me up.
If
It's not working a sod for me.
But that could be because it's ambulance. It keeps walking off.
I thought it was ambulance. It picked
Right,
it up. in the
I'll
wind.
give up with all that crap. It's pile of when lighting decides it doesn't want to work on a map, it just doesn't want to work on a map. So forget it. Anyway, so Jelsa, basically, suddenly you're plunged into total darkness. Effects.
Can I use light cantrip to like create some dancing lights or something that like fireflies or?
Total darkness. Yeah, it's magical darkness, isn't it? So I'm not sure what happens when you're not blind. You are just basically in pitch darkness. So what happens if you cast light on pitch darkness? It's magical. I don't know. We shall see.
it reverses it. Goes up, it goes up. Depends on who gets the
Yeah, it
highest
goes up
roll,
one,
goes
doesn't
up.
it? Okay,
So-
but anyway, so in the meantime, I'm just going to move over here and
So it goes bright, dim, dark, and if she's dark, she casts light, it'll go to dim.
but a cantrip only creates little sparks. It doesn't actually negate it because that's what the light
that's
power
right.
does.
She's a little bit all flashy.
Lighting a match and it going out again. Give you a moment of vision.
So basically, out of the darkness, two tentacle-like things grab at you, Jelsa. But they both miss you. Somehow you basically blap them off in the total darkness and unaware of anything. Yeah, apart from the fact something's nabbing at you, you don't know what's going on.
I can sense that there's something there.
Oh, you can feel stuff. You can feel stuff flailing at you, but that's about it.
Then I'll yell out to the others, I think I found something.
Bloody hell.
So far, you've just been basically in every direction. Tentacles are flailing at you. Eventually, one of them grabs you and wraps itself around you. And
Hey guys, I think I need help in here.
can
Watch
I
out, there's
have?
something there.
That's an interesting one. So, okay,
Assume we're going into combat.
Dana has two
No.
tentacle
Like
actions and grabs two.
Hey, Bert's here.
Bert's here. Righty-ho. So can I have an athletics check from you, Jelsa, please? I think those tentacles are wrong. I'm afraid you're
No, I think
bound. You are...
No,
This
See
tentacle
that
grabs...
one time.
Okay, be my guest. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm definitely getting Benny console errors today. Yep, I'm afraid, Jelsa, you are bound by something. Something grabs hold of you and you are bound.
I can still scream, right?
Oh, of course you can still scream, yes.
And they hear me scream.
Screaming
Okay.
is a free action.
Screaming is a free action. See, I've got to read up on limited actions and all that. Go on
You
hold.
can only do
Keep
one
following
use of
Jelsa.
action per turn.
Go on hold. Dondrad.
I shall run inside.
You run it. You get to there. Oh, there's a description for where you run into. Beyond the broken double doors is a small dark hall littered with mounds of debris and a year's worth of dead leaves. It's clear that a narrow path winds inside. Anyway, so you got to about there, hadn't you? So that was 2 inches to get to there. Jelsa cries out, and you're basically, even with your dwarf sight, you cannot see inside this room. It is completely black in there. And Bert has arrived. Ha! Bert made it.
I thought there's something with lots of arms in here. One of them's got me.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to move until.
It just wants a hug, right? It's just friendly. Don't kill it.
Okay, where isn't this maximum?
Let's put Bert next to. We'll put Bert next to Rannick, shall we? For ease, that's the easiest way to go with that. Hang on, let's give Bert a nice little tour. So he's.
Oh, just a glitch.
Righty-ho, while I'm standing there, I'm going to cast Bless on
There you go.
everybody.
That should give you a sort of a general
Double
layout.
range. Bless on all party members that I can see with double
I was
range.
going to say you can't cast it on Jelsa because you can't see her.
How about glow?
Oh no, can I not see her? She's in
She's in magical
Yeah.
darkness.
she's in magical darkness and I don't have light.
He never does modifiers, for the record.
No? Okay.
I know. I was thinking about glow, but it's not going to help if I can't see her.
No, but, it'll help.
Um,
But it will if you're glowing and you walk in there.
No, glow's not light. It just basically makes you easier to. All the glow does is actually gives people a bonus to
Make you vulnerable.
It doesn't make you vulnerable.
Uh,
just if you've got glow effect on, your people are +1 to attack you because you're easier to spot.
Aye. -1 stealth. Of the
-1 stealth attacks against you at +1.
So I'm going to cast it on everybody else I can see then. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? I'm going to cast it in I'm going to cast it in amber as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5.
I am going to. I don't know what will happen if I do this, but I'm going to fire up.
One needs to be out there too.
Snookums would be there, wouldn't it? Snookums, yes. I deleted Snookums.
Right. So deflection, bless.
Ooh.
Gets a raise. Melee and ranged attacks.
You got the raise on it, yeah. So you should it should be in there now. I reprogrammed deflection today, so you got attack -2, fighting -2, or range / thrown at -2. So in this case, you want attack at -2.
Look at that. And it applied to everybody with a push of the button. How magical is that, eh?
Indeed. I think I might actually
and
have
then
to
you can
put I might put labels on those for you to explain. Basically, I think I might have to put a raise on for the at attack -2, mightn't I? Looking at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you can move on to the next person. I can work out PowerPoint.
I didn't mean to cough with my action. I just opened my mouth and it just went wrong. Okay. Start by going that way. Do I know yet that everybody's going? It's so dark.
Well, I don't know if you can or not. Once you get to there, you will see basically what you will notice is, although because the lighting's mucking me about, so I can't actually get it to work. What you will know is you can see everything except into that room where it's just like a wall of darkness.
Okay.
Where Jol's yells are coming from.
3, 4.
Then I will get just around the corner if I've got enough movement for that.
Yep, I think.
And
You didn't open the door first, but there you are. It's open now.
sorry, I didn't realise. Thought as the dwarf had gone through, it was open. Then I will.
One was open, one was shut. So, but
turn into a bat.
you're going to turn it into a bat. That's intriguing.
It sees with sound.
Location.
Yeah, she should have blind sight. Super clever.
And with a raise, you turn into a big bat that's slightly stronger than a normal bat.
He's even put. Look, he's giving me a little bat icon. Oh, you rule.
Look at all these ugly animals we have with us now. This is so.
I did try to bring him to. There.
Yes, you can't walk through walls. You have to go round walls.
See the wall.
You know, I was a little too accurate on doing the walls on this one.
Right.
A little too fast on the approval, too.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Rannick is going to the rescue, running into the pitch darkness towards the sound.
Okay, I just need to give you.
You can't see me, but you can hear me.
Exactly.
Okay,
I
so
would have run in there, but I was trying to get everybody in the spell. You need to get her out.
Right.
Get her out.
So hang on. I'm not sure how far that is. I think that was 8 inches to there, for argument's sake. I'm going to interrupt you as you get to there.
Okay.
Nope, you're fine. You can carry on running to there.
Okay. And then I'm going to try and pick Jelser up in the darkness.
Okay. Well, that'll be an athletics check at -6, I believe.
Yep.
If you fail, you grab a boot.
Oh, that could be really weird with my next move. But go ahead.
You grab something. It's soft and squidgy. And it's not a boob. It's slimy and feels completely non-humanoid.
All right, Sparkle Tits, where are you?
I'm. You can hear me wrestling with this thing. I think it has me completely bound. Now I can't do anything when I'm bound except for try to break free.
That is correct.
Can't cast or anything, right?
Indeed.
Okay, well, while I'm trying to wriggle free, which is what, a strength check, I'm going to also try to twist myself around and bite this thing.
You can do athletics, or you can do strength at -2.
Do athletics. Because I'm also trying to twist myself around where I can bite this thing.
Okay, I've had 2 more people join the party, so I'm going to add 2 more monsters to this encounter, because it's the number of players in the encounter that decides how many monsters there are.
I think the GM's losing the plot.
Okay, athletics bound 5, so that's fine. So that is an opposed roll against the creature that's got you. Are you happy with a 5?
Yeah, can I bite it?
Okay, you basically downgrade yourself from bound to entangled. as you start breaking free of the slimy tentacles.
So that would be my move this time.
It would be indeed. Good fella has arrived, but Bert, you were here first, so I'll let you go first. Let's give Bert
Okay, so Bert is going to
3 of clubs.
run towards the sound of Jelly screaming. He doesn't like Jelly screaming. So he will get to there.
There's a wall
and I
of
presume I
total
cannot-
dark. There's pitch darkness ahead of you.
I'm going to say, I bet I can't see Rannick there. So I am going to cast Barkskin on myself and Snookums. And let me see, Dondred. Do I want to cast it on the bat? Yeah, you know what? Let's just cast it on everybody I can see. What the heck?
Hang on, I just remember I still get to go. I still get my interrupt. But by all means, do your casting. But I did interrupt. And forgot to finish it off. So that should not be an attack, theoretically speaking, because if it should be, I have to work out how to change that later. What do you mean minus? Oh, it would help if I could actually spell. By all means, cast your thingy. Barkskin. I'm just doing the attack I forgot to do earlier.
4, 5.
That's better.
So 6. Do.
That's annoying. I can't. That's really annoying. I can't do it as an attack. It's meant to be an opposed. Can you make 2 opposed athletics rolls, please, Rannick? As tentacles attempt to grapple you. Okay, you're entangled by the first grab, but it's simultaneous. So, okay, you're only entangled. You're not bound by tentacles. Okay, Barkskin, we have a protection of +4. You cast your Barkskin. So that's, are you going for armor or toughness? Can you have, I thought you couldn't have toughness. Did I forget to take toughness away?
No, you have to put raise to do the toughness. The raise becomes toughness.
Oh, right, that was it, yes.
There's grabby
For
buggers
some
in here.
reason, I'm applying it to Goodfella.
Also on Goodfellow, did you say? Oh, right.
I said it's only on Goodfella. I'm clicking the button to apply it, and it is only giving it to Goodfella, the
Let's
last
go.
guy I targeted.
I've given it to you now, so that's okay. You're fine. And that brings us, last but no means least, to Goodfellow. I don't know if his microphone's working yet, but you've reached the temple. You started exploring the place. Jelsa ran off somewhere and now is crying out in shock and surprise.
Yeah, I think he was trying to.
I'm the only one that doesn't have night sight or light vision or whatever, so I'm gonna have to like light a torch.
There's other than the magical darkness, you don't need a torch or anything because lighting's not working anyway.
There's enough ambient light anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go running. I'm gonna follow Bert and be like, "Whoa, what's going on? Why is everyone yelling?"
Oh, I forgot to.
Well, it's got
You might as well move Snookums while we're doing this, because I forgot to let you move Snookums. But sorry.
yeah, so his protection should be on everybody he cast it on.
He cast it on himself and Snookums, so it is.
Oh, right, okay, right. Grouping.
Okay, next round. Let's see what.
How far did I go?
Well, you can go another 2 inches unless you want to run into the magical darkness.
What do you mean?
There's a room where you can't see anything. It's magically dark in there.
I can see Delta.
Well, you can't see Jelsa.
hear her.
But I can't see Jelsa.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You
So
shouldn't be.
everything in the purple is hidden.
It's pitch darkness in there. You can't see inside that room. And if I could get the lighting to work, it would work. But you can't, so we can't. Anyway, lighting wouldn't actually work against magical darkness, so it doesn't matter. At the moment, I don't think.
I'm going to use my whole turn. I'm going to do extra, or I'm not going to run.
Okay, go for it. Okay, you can move another whole 6 inches.
I'll run to the edge of the magical darkness.
Be my guest. Be my guest. So I'm sorting a couple of things out in the background. Well, that'll get you to there, basically. Unless you want to. You can run into the darkness if you want to, into the room.
No, that's good for me. And then I'll draw my sword and my net.
No problem at all. Okay. At this point, I'm going to do. Let's see, what is my pace actually, out of interest? Because that would be. Oh, that'd be rather fun. Please work. Yes. Oh, brilliant! Suddenly, tentacles come grasping out of the darkness at you. Basically, out of the darkness come a pair of tentacles to grapple at you, good fella. You, let's see how you do. You, basically fail. Unless you want to spend a Benny, you're grappled by the tentacles that try to pull you into the darkness. If you want to spend a Benny and re-roll your athletics, you can do so.
You're beginning to turn into an anime.
I will.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
Go on then, make an athletics check. You need to beat an 11. You got an 8. 9. You're only entangled. One of the tentacles grabs hold of you and attempts to drag you inside. However, because it no longer has the rays, you are not bound. Something grabs on you and starts trying to pull you into the darkness. Okay,
All right, that's good enough for me there.
Okay,
GM.
so you are Jelsa. That thing that's basically got you grappled. Although you started breaking free, it pulls. You feel it pulling you closer to it, and then suddenly suddenly you feel teeth trying to pierce your flesh. Fortunately, you squirm and wiggle and basically avoid basically are able to prevent the teeth from penetrating your skin. Good fella.
I'm going to cut this tentacle that's grabbing me off.
Be my guest. That would be a fighting check.
Actually, can I go back to its home?
Sorry?
Its person? I don't know how to say that right. Is there a way that I can let it track it back to where it goes?
Well, it's pulling you. It's trying to pull you into. It's basically tentacles coming out from darkness that basically you can't see through. That's the problem.
Well, and that way, I'm just gonna.
He's got his sword in one hand. Can he just grab a hold of the tentacle and follow it?
Yes, of course he can. Yes, he can. Yes, yeah, that's what I assumed he meant. Sorry, yes. Yeah.
And of course, because the target is grappling him, while he's at -2 to attack it because he's entangled, the target is also vulnerable because it is doing a grapple and maintaining it.
Indeed. So yeah, you could enter the darkness. You could pull yourself into the darkness, and all you have to do is make an attack roll in the magical darkness at the thing that that's attached to the tentacle. However, it can see you very clearly and will attempt to avoid you.
I will try that. That sounds great. Thank you, everyone, for helping me speak up.
That's okay. I've targeted it for you because you can't see them. You miss.
I'm gonna Benny that for at least one.
Yeah. Why am I getting console errors for every Benny today? I'm afraid you miss again. It's just the magical
I'm gonna
darkness.
use my last minute because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Do you know what winds me up about this Benny bug is?
Oh,
Oh!
I thought I was going to be a 6 there.
What really
Yes,
winds me up
destiny,
about this
man.
Benny bag, it seems it's totally random, and you don't change anything from week to week, and we didn't have any Benny bugs last week, and I get them now. I wish I knew what caused them, because it seems totally random. Okay, Irina, you are a bat.
I am. I have no idea how far bats move, but
Have you not?
That's a bat
I was just looking for that. Have you not sorted out your? Actually,
I'm sorry. I've worked
no. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not you I blame. It's Mr. I'll connect up and update your character for you. I blame. Actually, I don't know if they have done the stats for bats yet.
Well, we were going to do it together, so it's still
Yeah, I wouldn't dare do it on my own. I'd get in trouble.
Do you know what? I don't think they've actually got stats for bats in. They've got stats for bat swarms.
Well, I'm not going to try and attack anything, so you don't have to worry too much about that.
Yeah.
The basic point of this is, when I fly in there, does my sonar work?
That's an interesting question. That's why I want to look up the.
That's going to be your choice, because it's magical darkness, which affects.
Logically, you would not be affected by it because you're using. Yeah, logically speaking, well, it's going to be one heck of a chaotic mess in there for the record, though, because there's multiple creatures in there. There's people running around, so you're going to have stuff bouncing off everything. But yes, logically speaking, you will not be affected by the. You will not be affected by the darkness penalty. I agree with that. Yes.
And Pathfinder times you've got blind sight, so you don't need to.
This is not Pathfinder.
Yes, well.
I'm not.
This is
Yes,
Pathfinder.
yes.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not able to affect anything physically. Well, I'm assuming, but I'm not going to try to. There's no point in the dark. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into the room, do a circuit, come back out, and turn back into a person, and then fall through, tell people what is happening. Because I know they can't see, but I can tell them once I've turned back into me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm presuming that. Well, I don't know because I changed into about last turn. Can I do a circuit and come out and change back this turn, or is that too much?
Yes. Hang on. Sorry. Not yes. You can't do that. Yes, I've just tried to. Oh, there it is.
Or you could stay in there and give support roles. So
As a bat, you can't communicate. Yeah, if you can understand bats. If you speak bat, then she most certainly can give support roles.
Oh, right, okay. So can't cast spells and can't speak.
I'll be able to see but not talk, and then when I can talk, I can't see.
Yes.
So I can go in and get an idea of what's going on and then call and tell you, but I can't keep you up to the moment.
So the moral story is, it's get light spells.
Oh, yes, indeed. No, magical darkness. Light spell on pitch darkness will take it down to dark. Do you know what I mean? They do cancel each other out.
Oh, okay.
That'd be fine. That'd be fine for me.
It's just because it's magical pitch darkness. No one's light vision works. But if you can take it down to dark as opposed to pitch dark, then no light vision works and stuff like that.
Dark sight, presumably.
Well, what's the description of dark sight out of interest?
Yeah, dark sight on the rays, you ignore darkness penalties up to -6.
Yes, but that's the power, isn't it? That's not the innate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the actual definition of dark sight for a dwarf or whoever or a half orc?
Ignore penalties for illumination up to 10 inches.
So theoretically, you can see in there then. By that,
yeah.
Oh well, hang on. No, that's penalties for illumination. So you're not at minus.
Do you want to know the canon reason for it, which has been dropped over the years? So it's actually he sees it in the infrared spectrum, so they don't look at light. Look at demo. It's like predator vision. That's what it used to be.
So we can't see, but we don't have the -6 because the -6 is a penalty for illumination.
Yeah, which doesn't work, does it? So anyway, they have blinds. The monsters in here have blind sense. They ignore invisibility, illusion, and all illumination penalties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye, so
Dark
darkness still.
ignores the illumination penalties, but it wouldn't ignore invisibility.
Yes, I know. So then what I need to look up is I need to look up the
I'm
dark.
pretty sure that a darkness spell blinds the dark side. I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, but it used to. But obviously, I'm basing that on. I'm basing that on first edition Dungeons and Dragons, where the magical darkness was the only way. Magical darkness blocked all, blocked everything. So whether I'm being right or not here is another matter. So I'm just trying to.
No, I think you're right. I think you need blind sight or true vision.
You need the
Or a
true
light spell.
darkness modifier, which is an epic modifier to block dark vision.
In that case, if that's the case, thank you. That's what I was trying to check. I was trying to find. Okay, so here we go. Pitch darkness is complete and total darkness. Powers that require sight may not be possible, but dark, a typical night condition with ambient light. Targets aren't visible outside of 10 inches. That's the actual definition of darkness. Then I wanted to read the darkness power quickly. Because that will, yes, if it's the epic power, then that's okay because I think I got it wrong and I can see them. Dark sight allows to hear it. Not dark sight, darkness, which is light and darkness. Sorry, guys. Get this right now. Okay. Darkness blocks illumination in an area the size of a large template, making the area dark or pitch dark with a ray. See illumination. So it's actually light and darkness overlap. They create a patch of dim. True darkness. The darkness blocks infravision, low light vision, and dark vision. Okay, so I'm going to have to record everything then. You can see in there with dark sight.
Which means I probably wasn't entangled because I only failed because of the -6.
No, you didn't fail. You didn't fail because you didn't have the penalties on your athletics rolls. You rolled a 5 and a 10.
Oh, so you're saying dark sight works?
Dark sight works. They don't cast true darkness. They cast minor darkness. So it is not pitch black. It is just dark in there. I got it. I misread it earlier. Well, no, it's a case of checking out. It's a case of rereading how it works. So Jelsa does Jelsa have low light vision?
She does.
So Jelsa is okay. So the only person who's really affected at the moment is Goodfella.
Well, Jelsa has low light. Jelsa doesn't have dark vision. And since it is pitch black, Jelsa would still be affected.
It's not pitch black. It was I got it wrong. It wasn't true darkness. It was only minor darkness. I've just checked.
Well, but did it make it dark or pitch dark? Was it a raise or just normal casting?
They just have the innate ability of minor darkness, which I assume means not a raise.
Ah, okay.
At least that's how I'm choosing to interpret it. So
Yes,
I'm going to...
minor does a power as a standard.
Yeah.
If it's a major power, it does it as if it had a raise.
Okay, so now I'm just checking Goodfella's dice. He rolled a 9 and got a 1, but he should have had a 3, and a minus. Yeah, no, it doesn't affect any of Goodfella's attacks, I'm afraid, because he's still at -4. So I don't actually think any of you have actually been penalised by the darkness, so I'm okay with that. Reader probably wouldn't necessarily cast the shape change into a bat if I had got that wrong. So
yeah, I probably wouldn't have done.
So I will let you take your PowerPoints back for that one because I got it wrong. And what did you shape change into last round, if anything, before we start this round? Sorry about that, guys.
That's right.
It's a new rule set. We're all learning new rules. We're all learning together.
You clearly transformed into a Japanese schoolgirl.
I don't get the reference.
What? Really?
I didn't hear what he said half of the time, so...
He said it's tentacle beast. You clearly.
Oh yes, tentacle beast. I didn't hear the tentacle beast. All I heard is you transform him into a Japanese schoolgirl, and it's like, why would you transform him into a Japanese schoolgirl? Because I didn't hear the tentacle beast bit.
Even without hearing the tentacle beast, I understood why he said Japanese schoolgirl. You're just a little slow. Come on.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
I'll probably get it by tomorrow.
let's make it easy. Until I've got other. Hey,
Rocks fall,
What's that?
everybody dies.
mean. I didn't say you were slow. All right, I did say really.
I'm only joking, obviously. Anyway, yes. Let's be serious now.
I will say that I transformed into the same cat as last time. It makes it easier because at least you know what the stats are.
You can transform into anything you like, really.
I know that, but we haven't sorted out the stats yet, so I'll be, cooperative and transform into a Schnookums impersonation again.
Right, okay.
Mini Schnookums.
Wait, because it's size. Yeah, it's Puma, isn't it? Yeah. It was Puma sized. There we go.
Oh, cool.
See, I told you, lots of fuzzy wuzzy animals. They are just so cute and cuddly.
Bastards in here aren't.
So, I'll probably go to there and attack Dark Mantle 7.
Okay, be my guest.
Um,
Because you can see it with your cat vision.
yes. I'll sort myself out some fighting attacks for the time being. I'll just do that. Yeah, I missed. Shut up. Sorry, I'm in the dog.
See, when I think of Dark Mantles, I think of cloakers, but the actual Pathfinder illustration's a bit different.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling they are, isn't it?
There you go. That's what's attacking you in that room. If you click on that link, it should take you to an image. Hopefully.
Oh.
No, it didn't. Oh yes, it. Oh yeah, look. There's lots of different. It takes you to a page with 3 different illustrations. The bottom one is the Pathfinder version. The top one is what I think of, but the bottom one is actually Pathfinder says they look like. But anyway, you missed. What's Amber up to?
Probably not liking it very much and staying put.
Okie dokie. Dark Mantle.
Only a natural boss.
Yes. Dark Mantle 2 has entangled Rannick, so it's going to eat him. But magical protection saves him, Rannick.
So Dark Mantle 2 is vulnerable then, because it's
Grappling you.
entangling me.
Yes.
But
it's-
which one's entangling Jelsa?
Dark Mantle 6.
Dark Mantle 6. Okay. Right then. I'm not going to bother to try and get myself free. I think as it's vulnerable as well, I'm going to have a go at Dark Mantle 6. Can I lose my illumination penalty, please, before I do that?
No.
Thank you. Out. So with the Dark Mantle 2 kind of on my back, I'm going to try and free Jelsa by attacking Dark Mantle 6.
Yep. You hit Dark Mantle 6 with a raise.
Do nicely.
Well, I think that's a very dead Dark Mantle, in fact.
Right then, Sparkle Tits, now you get this one off my back.
Jelsa is no longer entangled and is no longer suffering. Dark Mantle 3. Dark Mantle 3. Dark Mantle 3 makes a grab for you, Rannick. You basically avoid its. Actually, hang on. It's 7. You're not entangled. Oh no, you are entangled. So you're bound, I'm afraid. Because Dark Mantle 3 gets +2 on grappling that I forgot to put in. So therefore its 7 beats your 5, and because you're already entangled, Rannick is now bound.
But at least Dark Mantle 3 is vulnerable now, which is important for Jelster.
Indeed. Dark Mantle 4 is going to come in and grapple Jelsa. At +2.
How they can notice me with all these big lunks in here?
Told you they came out after and been watched telly for a while.
You're bound again, I'm afraid.
Bloody hell, you weren't supposed to let them grab you again.
But that doesn't make that one vulnerable. Dark Mantle 8 is going to Dark Mantle 8 is going to come and have a grab on these things are quite nasty, aren't they? Have a grab on Goodfella. Ooh, raises all round. I come to the conclusion.
Oh, good grief!
Oh! Is he gonna? Oh no! 29 to 21. So I'm afraid Dark Mantle 8 is vulnerable, but I'm afraid
That was a hell of a struggle with that, though.
Goodfella is bound as well. That brings us to Dark Mantle 5.
Good tentacle that I'm holding on to.
No, it's a different one. Another one's just decided to eat you. And now I'm going to bite Jelsa. I think that will be a hit with a raise, I'm afraid. This one takes a chunk. He's going to try and take a chunk out of you, Jelsa. You're shaken. These things are literally going to swallow you up at this rate.
3 foot tall, probably ain't hard.
Come Solaris, kill the party.
Dundrad.
TPK.
TPK. Someone said it was too easy. Do you remember that?
Well, I know. This is too easy. So I am targeting.
You have targeted Dark Mantle 2, yes.
Righty-o, let's smash it. Why is it doing a test of target?
Because you didn't use the combat tab, you used the fighting skill.
Oh, right, innit? That's going to be stupid, innit? Warhammer, right you go. Try that.
You
Right. Hit.
You kill it.
Right, get off him. Get off him.
That one is that was the one that was making you bound, wasn't it, Rannick? So Rannick is no longer bound. Rannick is back to being is free, in fact. But
Thank you, Stunty.
Bert is going to come darting in here and attacking Dark Mantle 3.
okay, go for it. Dark Mantle 3 is actually you're still entangled. Actually, Rannick, because
Yes, I am entangled, aren't I? Because number 3's got me.
Yeah.
So possibly not longer.
possibly not for longer. Four wounds. I'm not even going to attempt to soak that one.
Nicely done there, Bert. Far much less.
Snookums, help the good boy!
In comes Snookums. So Dark Mantle sends entangled good fella. Dark Mantle 8's the one that's got him bound. That's a hit. Shaken.
Yeah, too many bodies in the way. Snookums doesn't want to scratch anybody else by accident.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll
Jelsa.
spend a penny to unshake.
Okay, no problem. You spend a penny to unshake.
And then it's an athletics check to break free. Am I entangled or bound?
You're bound. So yeah, it is an athletics check to break free. So a 5 is opposed, of course, and Dark Mantle 5 is the one that's got you. You succeed in getting... Oh, don't worry about that. You succeed in reducing yourself back down to entangled again, I'm afraid. It's still got you.
And there's not.
Sorry.
Can I do anything?
No, you can't move while entangled still because it's still grabbing hold of you.
Yeah, when you're bound, you're not allowed to declare any actions other than breaking free.
But okay, so everyone had Benny's off Bert's there.
It's Bert's Bennies.
Bert's Bennies. In fact, actually, I want to see if I can. I'm going to see if this causes a console error. Yes. Okay, so the Benny bug's back this week for me. There you go. I mean, I had to test it. I had to give you all a free Benny there. Aren't you lucky? So,
Just spend my free Benny to see if I can get up higher than these things trying to kill me.
be my guest.
You don't hurt my jelly friend! And I will attack.
Go for it. Now that's a hit. That's a wound. And it kills it.
Yeah, there's not bad with that pig sticker.
That's another wound. Let's spend another Benny on that because this fight's going too fast. Okay. You put one down, but the other one's still got hold of Jelsa, I'm afraid.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Snookums is also going to multi-attack. We're going to start by attacking number 7
Okay.
and see where that gets.
Go for it. Pardon me. That's a hit with a raise. Death and Chaos Rain. 2 wounds. I'm not going to soak that. One I'll try. Two's not worth it. Snookums puts down another Dark Mantle. They don't taste very nice.
Snookums will over between Goodfellow and Dondrad and attack number... What is that? Number 8.
Yep.
You found that bit?
Number 8 is the one who's got Goodfellow bound. I'm not entirely sure what Goodfellas do with those numbers there, but anyway, that's a hit with a raise. Go for it. Do I get the impression he's trying to type something in and it's coming into our chat rather than what he's trying to type in?
Oh, we're trying to do some mathy stuff, yeah. Why is it not? How come it's not? We're both dragging it on now.
That's okay. That's fine. That's down. That means Goodfella is not longer bound. Also, logically speaking, the magical darkness has dropped.
Snookums will use the rest of his move to move over here. Oops.
Okay, stick your nose in my
And
eye.
that last one.
No worries. That brings us to Goodfella. Goodfella, you can see him here now. The magical darkness has vanished, and that last one is visible, yeah. But I'm not sure if you're on the phone because it looked like you were trying to type a telephone number in there.
Come on. Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can be seen now. I can see.
you can see the magical darkness is gone, for someone has killed the creature that created the magical darkness.
Are they all gone?
No, there's one left.
No.
There's one left.
Trying to kill me.
It's still trying
I'm gonna
to.
go and help out my friend.
It's eating.
Trying to eat the
It's
gnome.
It's trying to eat Jelsa as we speak.
only one small enough to be an appetizer.
Exactly.
When they finish,
That's
thank
okay.
you guys.
You're,
All right, can I cut off? I'm going to attack.
yeah. The gang up bonus will be huge. Go for it. Attack away, sir. If that doesn't hit, I would be very surprised. That's a hit. Go for it. I mean, +6 to hit the thing.
Caps out at +4.
Yeah. Oh, no, but it's vulnerable as well, don't forget. Okay, everyone is free! Hurrah!
And Chelsea's going to comment too. Thanks, guys. It's a good thing I found these before they were a real problem, huh?
Yeah, can you not wander off by yourself?
Hey, I found them before they could become a problem. Thank me.
Thank you. Well, they're welcome, I'm sure.
Anyone who wishes... Now you're all in here. So pews of darkwood lie tipped over, covered in dust and dark mantle bits. On either side of this ancient shrine, at the far end, sits a large ceremonial anvil, but its surface is defaced and ruined. Oh, I did actually have an image I could have shared with you earlier, but I forgot to. No, of the dark mantles attacking. See, what I find interesting is, of course, because this was a D&D adventure at the time, those are the D&D dark mantles, but now it's a Pathfinder adventure, of course, now you have to use the Pathfinder dark mantles.
So which dwarven gods this a shrine to then, Dondrad?
Well, anyone who makes an academics roll could possibly identify it, apparently.
Academics, yeah, right. Oh, actually, it would appear Rannick knows.
Yeah, we had that conversation. What the hell?
Aye. So hang on. From what you were saying when we was walking here, this would be a shrine to
Torag.
Torag, right? Torag, yeah. Shrine to Torag.
What, Torrags?
Of particular note is a space atop the altar containing 5 small depressions. Can I have notice checks, please? Dondrad, you would suspect that once upon a time, each one of these depressions would have held a gem. Being Torag, probably a ruby. Like Delsa's holding right now in not literally, but obviously her portrait. One of the depressions has sign of recent tool marks, as if something had been removed.
Somebody's been buggering about with this.
Is it definitely a shrine of Torag?
Wow. Yes.
Ah, Torag, just like you said, it's an anvil, and it's
Torag's the
all
All Father. He's the All Father.
So there we go.
What we're down here, Sparkle Tips?
Well, if you don't walk through walls, you'll never know.
Well, the thing is, I can't see anything down there again.
I know. Why?
Oh, this was the library room, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Lots of books.
I wouldn't breathe in the spores if I was you. I mean, I'm all right, but I don't know about you.
Secret passages, haven't they? I bet if I pulls a book out, I'll get a secret passage.
Okay, you pull a book out. Make a vigor roll as you breathe in a load of spores.
As I was saying, watch out for mold spores.
Yeah, you're fine. It does make you sneeze, though.
This book.
Pardon?
I forgot to tell him about the dusty books in the other room.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I was trying to tell him, but he didn't twig it.
Somebody needs to get a cleaner in here.
That'll be fine.
The dust on those books smells kind of funny, though. And she's
Since Rannick's really tall, he's going to run his finger across the top, the very top of the bookshelf, just to see how much dust there is.
I wouldn't poke about too much there.
Okay, make another figure check as you disturb more of the fungi. A book falls to the floor.
Oh, does it explode into dust like the one that?
No, it does not. This book appears
Ooh.
to have been able to avoid the destructive fungus.
Here, Dondrad. Big heavy book here. I'll flick it open. Does it appear? Well, it's probably written in Dwarvish.
It is indeed written in Dwarvish.
I think it's written in Dwarven. I don't understand it. It's all null to me.
A separate parchment falls to the floor from the back of the book.
It's not exciting.
So what's the parchment?
If you pick up the parchment, it appears to be a scroll of smite. Where's the party sheet?
What's the book?
The book is basically written. Well, I'll give me a second, and I shall. Where's the inventory? So if I go to inventory and I drag and drop there.
Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley.
No. So I've added them to the party sheet. The scroll of smite and the tome. The tome, written in Dwarven, contains hymns to Torag, the god venerated. Well, yeah, you know who Torag is. The book is beautifully illuminated, and basically would easily fetch 100 gold. But to the right dwarven collector or cleric, it might be worth much more. So I've added them to the party sheet. So if you want to nab the scroll of spite or the tomb, Alec, grab them now.
I was about to say maybe this is a good time to switch on detect magic.
How does detect magic
No,
work?
here's the thing. Can Irina use the scroll?
It just says it's a scroll of tome. It doesn't say it's a mage scroll of tome or a wizard scroll of tome. It just says it's a scroll of tome, which is interesting because obviously I've got too much D&D in my head. I imagine in Savage Pathfinder, anyone can use any scroll if they can cast the power. I think if you can cast the power, you can use it, can't you?
I think you might find that some will say that it uses faith or it uses spellcasting, but this is obviously a generic.
It does just say generic, yes.
That's how detect magic works. I popped it in the chat.
Yeah, so I was wondering maybe that Irina should have the scroll because I've got the spell.
But it is an action, isn't it? You've actually got it as an action, detect magic, and then you detect magic within 10 inches. Yeah, so you need detect arcana to have it constantly going. Otherwise, it's an action to actually stand still and detect magic, isn't it? Okay.
And then you need a cult to identify stuff. But Dondrad's got a cult D6, at least.
Well, there we
Not
go.
yet, because I didn't know we weren't supposed to have it, but yeah, I'm going to have to fiddle the point.
I've taken it.
Actually, did you notice the rogues? They don't need. I know we discussed they don't need fever anymore, but they've actually added 2 skills at D6 they need to have: athletics and notice, I believe.
Yeah.
At D6.
Here's the thing.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
Do clerics get a cult for free?
No, you have to pay for it.
the notice, gnomes get a free D6 on notice anyway because that's the census.
Yes, exactly. It's not a problem. It's interesting.
All right, well, what's in here then?
Okay, the guest quarters.
It just went dark.
Well, actually,
Open another door. And...
sorry, it doesn't open. That's why. It's locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Apparently, I didn't realise it was locked. The biggest annoying thing about, I must admit, if there's a way to do it, I haven't worked it out yet. I've noticed you can do it with Windows, but I haven't worked out a way that when you're drawing a map, you can lock doors. Before, you actually have to remember to lock. You know what I mean? You can't lock them when you're drawing the line of sight out, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So, which is quite annoying. Yeah. So this door is locked.
Anyone seen any keys?
Was the door just opened, locked, or did I open it by
the door. Yeah, basically the door. You try and open the door, it doesn't budge. It's well. I tell a lie. Jelsa. Sorry. The door you try to open moves sort of half an inch and then jams. So it's not locked, but it's obviously it's just stuck.
Tell you what, why don't you?
I'm gonna have to check all the doors now.
Can one of you guys, big guys, come push this open?
Well, if you go, there's a door to the south. You need to pick. I think.
Oh, if you guys need a lockpick, Jelsa's equipped for that. That's what she does.
Well, yeah.
And she isn't just getting
Tell
young.
me what, Sparkle Tips. You come and open this one, and I'll go and shove that one.
Okay.
And I'll stand in the middle in case something jumps out. There you go.
Rannick and I are trading places.
That's fine. I'm just expiring all your powers.
It would be sensible if you only get to one room at a time, but then again,
Would make my life considerably easier.
Listen to that. Jelsa's going to listen to that bit of advice.
Okay, so strength check at -2 to force the door open by Rannick. A straightforward thievery roll to open the door by Jelsa. Up to one person can assist someone to push a door open. Okay, Rannick, you bounce off the door. Jelsa,
I'm going to take a short run up for my second attempt with the Benny.
Okay, Rannick, you are able to unjam that door. So I shall do the. With a loud crack, the door finally gives way, opens, and shattering an ancient wooden chair propped against it on the other side. The room beyond is dark and smells deeply of dust and decay.
Hey, got more dead uns here.
Wearing the garb of a blacksmith, there's basically the remains of a dwarf in here. Apparently it has the shattered shards of a glass vial in one hand and a scrap of ancient parchment in the other.
See the scrap of ancient parchment? I shall pick it up.
I wonder
Have
if
a
this
look
will
at
work.
it, realise it's a dwarf, and say, "Hey, done that."
Yeah, I was curious if that would work or not. So no, obviously Dondrad will translate it, so you know what it says now. But yeah, I was curious actually. So,
but that's wrong.
What do you mean? It's wrong.
Torag isn't the Dark Father.
Who's the Dark Father then?
Dostrag, the same thing, but they changed the name of the mountain after it erupted to the god of toil.
I thought so they said. So it's Dozer.
He was cast out because he believes in plagiarism.
Believes in what?
Plagiarism.
Played my what?
So if the All Father is the father to the dwarven race, and he believes in craftsmanship or creation, self-improvement through one's craft or oneself.
Aye.
And sort of to secure your place, you would make something fantastic, a unique work of art, and
Aye.
his brother believed that you could take somebody else's creation and spin it off as your own. So he believed plagiarism was holy. So you can create a masterwork item, but by any means necessary, including stabbing somebody in the back, stealing it, and saying it's yours.
Well, that's not creating it, really, is it? That's nicking it.
Well,
Making something the same as someone else's made, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, a chair is a chair, isn't it?
so as the story goes, he was cast out from the citadel and cursed to never be able to create a masterwork item. And for all these days, he would work forever and never ever manage to finish the job. Hence the dwarven god of toil.
Oh, that's a
Work
bugger,
for it.
isn't it?
So
Hey, I
it's
wonder if there's
basically-
any rare mushrooms in here. Rannick will spend a little time looking around that room for a mushroom.
okay, Jelsa, I gave you the whisper for that room, but just because obviously you're the only one who can see it at the moment.
Yeah, but I can't actually see it, so I need the description.
I whispered it to you.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Are you searching the room or are you searching the dwarf? Rannick.
I'll search the dwarf first, just in case there's anything fancy on him, and then I'll search.
Tucked into the belt
room.
of the long dead dwarf is a silver hammer with a religious symbol carved into the head. You can attempt an academics or occult roll. In addition...
Well, I've got neither,
Yeah.
so let's see if I chat with...
So you're just making it up.
No. You've got no idea.
Yeah, Dondrad. Is this another toe rag thing?
That's a good question. Fresh. Delsa, fresh.
One of you guys come here. This is kind of weird.
So is this. I've got a little silver hammer here. I mean, why would you need an hammer this small made of silver?
Ask Maxwell.
Who?
Maxwell.
Okay,
You know, Maxwell, your hammer.
but
I'll take it. Hey, bring it here. You can come and check out this thing I found, because this is weird.
this
All right.
small chamber appears to be some sort of sitting room, completed with a small table and a pair of chairs, both in relatively good condition. Resting atop the table is a half-eaten crow next to a crude knife and a cracked mug.
Crow's fresh. It should. If this is as old and decayed as everything
Someone's
else,
hitting a wall.
I'll go around it.
Dodrad, make an occult check or an academics check, please.
Well, if it's fresh, it'll be somebody that's living here. I did say there were tracks coming in and out. Yeah, I wonder if this door opens.
Right, okay, so who's walking into the room there? That was...
Rannick.
Rannick went in first. Can I have a notice check as you walk into the room, please?
Oh.
I'm not sure why Dondrad made a fighting check. Rannick, you fail to notice that the room is trapped and you trigger it.
Okay.
You do get a chance to evade.
What do I need to evade?
It's agility at -2, isn't it? Evading,
Okay.
I believe.
Right. Sorry, academic. Right. Well,
I'll Benny that. Okay. I'll take that then.
Oh wow, maybe I should have checked for traps after I unlocked.
I do actually quite like the way they've written up the traps, because they've been different. I've got a number of different third parties that how they do the traps, but I do like the way that they've done them in here. So
Yeah,
evasion,
that's not you.
evaded. Agility roll -2 is evasion. So you completely fail to evade it, don't you?
I do.
So you are hit by the deadfall trap, I'm afraid. Debris from a net falls on anyone inside. This can be evaded. You take 13 points of damage from the deadfall trap as debris lands on top of you, I'm afraid, Rannick. That console error is driving me up the effing wall today. I haven't had it for a couple of weeks.
To put that up there.
Right. So, what then happens? What then does happen? What does then happen? Let me have a look.
Interesting. Now that I'm inside that building, I can't see anything anymore.
Line of sight goes really screwy sometimes, and I don't know how you fix it. Short of... Actually, I do know how to fix it. What I have to do is I have to close the map, don't I? To go to images. I have to find it, unshare it, so no one has it, then reopen and reshare it, and sometimes that fixes it.
No, still can't see a thing. Is lighting on then?
No, shouldn't be. Maybe if I turn lighting on, it works. Does it work if I turn lighting on?
Nope.
Well, interestingly enough, actually, it works for me. It works for my. Oh yeah,
Works for your player view.
it works with my player view. If I don't have anyone tagged, so it's on basically party view. Yeah, I can't see that room.
I know where that is. This map is set up for lighting, isn't it?
No, it's not. Why would it be set up for lighting?
No, right. I just wondered because you put line of sight on, but you didn't put light on it.
No, because lighting didn't exist when I made this map.
Right, you. I thought you. I discovered an annoying bug with lighting, but it's not. It's not using it. It's not that.
Oh, Rannick will curse loudly as he gets hit by rocks.
But then you'll avoid them.
Yeah, the bug I found. Well, it's not really a bug, but I found out the GM can't see through his own mask for interior light.
No, you can't. If you turn on, well, you can as long as you don't turn on player view. Anyway, I was just checking. Anyway.
How I get around it? I need a dummy token, so I have a dummy player token that I put in the room so I can see it.
Yeah, I do when I'm testing it.
And then, if I can, I'll open the next door and go through it.
I was just checking on that one.
Did you check out that crow first, Rannick?
You set up on that.
If it's a fresh crow, somebody's living here. Not much more needs to be said, is it?
What?
If you hadn't slammed the door so hard when you went through, you probably wouldn't have got all that dust in your hair, Rannick.
Just, it's bloody boulders.
So, while they're doing this, so Don had to make an occult check.
Yes, it's it's in the party sheet. I've forgotten who it is. It's basically line of sight really interferes with dropping dice sometimes. It's really annoying. Right, hang on. I do love it. This map, you can't help but split the party on this map because everything's too small. In fact, actually, I noticed an awful lot of the Pathfinder maps are too small for the party to actually get through with line of sight turned on, which will be fun. Any dwarven hero automatically identifies a symbol. So basically, you recognise the axe, the religious symbol on the axe as Droskar, the dwarven god of toil and suffering. Okay, as you open the door and step into the room, Rannick, you're stabbed.
Bloody hell!
For a wound.
Well, last penny then. I'm going to try and soak that.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't like the idea of being
By
stabbed.
setting off the trap, you warned the person in this room you're coming.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
Okay.
Rannick will twist to one side at the last second and see who's tried to stab him.
Okay. As you sort of jump to one side to avoid the person trying to stab you, and what you actually see is can you see him? I can't tell if you can see him or not. Is he visible? He should be visible.
Can't see anything.
You can't see
If
him.
you have it on the chat, you'll see what my map is looking like.
I can see. Ash.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing actually. I don't know what's up with this bloody map, but too late now. When line of sight breaks, it truly, truly breaks. Let's turn the lighting
But
off.
he has not got. If he tell you what, no. Why don't you put a light on him?
Because the lighting isn't turned on. I haven't even got lighting enabled, so putting a light on him doesn't
Right,
bugger
okay.
all.
Right. Okay. So it's just lighting the
I
sight.
want to see it. Oh, I can see him now.
Yeah, I just had to make him permanently visible. So it's a little kobold, and he's basically, after stabbing you, he's scurrying to escape through a hole in the wall. Yeah, he's
I wonder if I'll be
scrolling.
able to see him if you put the dark vision back on me.
Sorry, what?
I wonder if I'll be able to see again if you put the dark vision back on me.
Well, dark vision doesn't work because dark vision doesn't exist anymore, does it? He removed dark vision. Dark vision has been removed from the Savage Worlds rules.
But it would.
And anyway, I
Let's have that
don't
conversation.
have
Lighting's
lighting enabled.
Lighting's not enabled.
Oh, guess what? I'm back to nobody getting the Black Joker message again.
Huh.
Anyway, Dondrad! Rannick's annoyed. Do you know what's really interesting about this room?
What?
Actually, I'm going to... It's an interesting one. I'm not sure if it's just this room or just in general. It's encounters. I know it's under the... Where is it? Adventure Toolkit. They don't actually show it in the... They don't actually show it... Was it situational rules? It's really annoying. They don't actually put traps in the thing because it's an interesting one. Because it's a hazard. I know it's a hazard. It was hazard. Oh yeah, traps are a hazard. They're at the end of the hazards. Traps and haunts. Type, notice check, thievery check, needed to season, double trap, halo trap. Do you know, it's an interesting one, this. Doesn't actually say, it just says each character entering the room must make a notice check or trigger the trap.
Mm.
So I'm going to be evil and take it literally like that. So Dondrad,
surely a deadfall falls at...
Each character entering the room must make a notice check. Failure triggers the trap. So I think the idea is there's multiple ways to activate it.
The trap is triggered, and once the trap is triggered, then it's done.
Well, that's what I was
until
wondering.
somebody...
Yeah, until someone resets it. I would agree that's the I would agree that's the logical way to do it. But I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to say sod it. Anyway, no, I'm only joking.
Pooh, I beat you anyway. Oh.
No, you didn't, because it's -2. But anyway,
I shall run in there.
if I turn lighting on, I don't see any difference with lighting on or off.
You'd be running through the wall to do that, Dondrad.
I can't see a frigging thing.
No,
because
I'm
that's
pretty
a
sure
wall.
I'm standing.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's why I've had enough of this map. I've really had enough of this bloody map today. I spent ages drawing it, and it's all bloody crap.
So why don't you just turn line of sight off?
Because I can't.
So how do you get to that thing then? Is that wall's there?
There you go. Line of sight is off. You cannot walk through a solid wall.
Said line of sight off.
Yeah, I've deleted it all.
I can still see it. Can't see it.
I truly hate the line of sight. It just doesn't work. When it breaks, it really breaks.
Right. Okay. Still can't see it.
I quit.
I take it.
I'm just going to turn off this game in crap and go away.
5. So take it. I can see them now.
That's really surreal, isn't it? My Linux box, apart from running really slow, can see everything now. Except it can't. It still has line of sight turned on for stuff. I don't know what's going on. I have had enough of this crap. I can't accept movement when I'm in line of sight. Why the hell I can't accept movement when I'm in line of sight mode? Winds me up. Right.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
What? What's up?
How do I get in there?
Well, you can't because Rannick's blocking the entire doorway.
So there's no way into that room?
Well, not unless you push your way through Rannick. You know,
Tell you what happens if I run? Can I get in the room if I run?
I never thought I'd say this, but right now I miss the good old masking. At least that worked.
Oh, did I hear my breath? I want to mouth again.
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
Just get in a room.
You
Go
can't.
through a doorway.
You can't. So go. Forget it. Everyone bog
Right,
off.
so
I'm
nothing
not
I
here till
can
tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll stop being a moany git in a sec. Hang on. Right. Let's see if that makes the slightest bit of difference. Then we come down here. Like, cancel all the moves for a second. Move everyone out the bloody room because I've had enough of this crap. Come back to there. Okay. Sorry about this. Give me a second.
Chill out.
And that goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there and goes to there. That goes to there. And that goes to there. And then over here and we're done. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. If I could actually get the mouse to work, I would be a happy bunny. Right. Do that. Then what I do is I go reset fog of war for everybody. Right, I go to ambient lighting mode, make sure there's not a mask on, and make sure it's off. So that should have lighting mode off. Right, what does everyone see now? Can you see everything? How's everything looking for that? Nothing. Right, so if I turn.
Pitch black.
So if I. So, okay, so it would appear that basically lighting doesn't work unless you have an ambient light turned on. So what's the point of that? Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can't see a thing on this map anymore. Can you?
Nope. Oh, if I click on Arena, I can see stuff.
Oh, great.
Tell you what, can you get moved on, Rad, out of the way, get it well out of the way.
No, I am now forked because I've just managed to move the entire map, so line of sight doesn't line up anymore. Right.
Rocks fall, we fall into the void.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on the astral plane.
I thought we'd avoided that.
Right. That's what I was trying to get. Right, everybody. Oh, for God's sake! Why I am about to turn this computer off and fry it out the window in a second.
You don't want to be doing that.
Right. Why the hell? Oh, I know why. Because of that stupid new frigging setting. I can't select tokens. All I can do is move the bloody map, and it's winding me up no end. Right.
Right, if you moved Don Rad away from everybody else, because I think he's casting a shadow.
Right. Delete all tokens. Huzzah! Stop fucking moving it when I stop trying to move yourselves when I'm trying to move stuff. Right, hunky dory.
Stuck in there after a minute, so.
Is anyone by the way, is anyone having fun yet? Because I'm not. I'm not anymore. Right, Donrad on the map. That's looking okay to me.
That looks like it's working.
Yeah.
I jinxed it.
Right, good fella back on the map. Rannick. Okay, Rannick back on the map. You've been in there. Someone's locked that bloody door. Who closed that bloody door? In fact, actually, the door. Oh no, there isn't a door there anymore. Isn't that interesting? There's no door there, but no one can move through it. Oh, that's because I've drawn it as a whole bloody wall. Okay, that's fine. That's my mistake. Okay, Rannick's in that doorway there. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Gurklegeep's back there. Jelsa was by the doorway. Let's move Dondred to there. Jelsa was by the doorway. Jelsa's been in there. She's been in there. She's been around there. She's been around there. Let's scroll the map out a bit. She's been up there. Okay, that should fix Jelsa. I've lost Jelsa. She seems to be stuck in the corner. So Jelsa. Oh, that's because she can't walk through walls. And I have to be honest, actually, there are times when the not being able to move people through walls is a little on the annoying side. But in there, yeah, and through that wall because there and up there and down there, and I think that's Bert, isn't it? And Arena. I think you were somewhere over here, Arena. There we go. Is that working for everybody now?
Seems to be.
And then we'll get Snookums on the map by thingy. We'll get Amber on the map by thingy. Hunky dory. Right. Where were we? Right. Dondred. If you try to get into that, you're gonna have to go through there. So you get to there. Oh god, you're stuck on the bloody wall. There you are. You get to there.
Right, and that's as far as I can go. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Can I reach him? Yes. I think what we'll do is I will try to catch him before he goes through the hole.
Well, you can hit him. Oh, in fact, actually, let's see if you can. Where is he? He's no longer on he's on the combat tracker on the 10 of the clubs. Let's see if I can get him up the combat tracker. Ah! No, he gets to go before you. Ha 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 ha! As you come into the room, you see him dart through the wall.
Yep.
Oh, bummer. Right.
I thought I adjusted the size, huh?
Just drop.
Yeah, that works. The usual way it doesn't, and it won't do that. Really?
Okay, Dondred, back to you.
So this small hole, I take it I can't go through it.
I'm just about. Okay, right. Let me see now. Room number 8. Oh, you're on the bloody description, so I can't see the room. Go keep through. There's a small hole in the wall. Right. He climbs up a rope that's a small hole in the wall. So that's interesting. When they say a small hole in the wall, somehow I get the impression they actually mean a small hole in the ceiling. Because why would you have a hole in the wall? Oh, he climbs up a rope that's in the wall and then basically goes through, pulls the rope up, and out he goes. So over to you, Dondred. As you burst into the room, you see this rope just disappearing up the side of the wall.
And that Stumpy's gone for good then.
Possibly.
Can I climb up?
Just saw something run past the window out here. I'm gonna go get him.
Actually, I don't think he did because I misread how it works. He's actually going to be running along the upper floor that someone pointed out was shown up earlier, wasn't it? With windows on there. Oh no, maybe he just goes out the window and out. But yeah, I'm going to have him running along the top outside. Yeah, you can see him running along the outside. It's easier.
He can go through a small hole up near the ceiling, and that's why he climbed up the rope.
Yeah. But then he jumps down on the outside and runs along the outside. It's what I'm going to have because they really don't make it too clear exactly what he's meant to be doing. So, over to you, Dondred. You can hear Bert saying he just saw someone run past the window.
Which window?
But there aren't any... well, you don't see him out that window, no.
This one.
Ooh.
I tell you what, I'm just going to... I can't move. I'm telling you, I'm just going to end up here. There you go.
I'm going to do the... Okay. Well, I've learnt my lesson. Don't actually try and do the line of sight properly on these maps because it just doesn't work. Just do lines. Which really worries me for the next adventure. Good fella!
Yes, sir. Did you drop the map back on me?
Certainly.
It's been all robot again.
For some reason, it's showing Bert as having the map twice. That's interesting.
I will take my movement and go down the hallway following everyone.
Okay.
That's it.
No worries. Rannick.
Right. Now, I know that Bert was in the corridor. But I'm not smart enough to remember there was a window at the end of the corridor. So, I will go out and say, which window, Bert?
That one.
Do you know, there are days where life hates me, and I'm coming to the conclusion this is one of them. I've just poured half a carafe of water over myself.
Watch over your computer, buddy.
Unfortunately, it's not near the computer, but I now have wet legs. Really sums up my day today. Okay.
So, having been told which window, Rannick will then charge past Goodfella and Jelsa and dive out of the window. And then look around for the little fella.
Interestingly enough, if you look at that map, you look at that image, how the heck? Anyway.
Well, we've not gone up any stairs, have we?
No. I tell you what, actually, that's an interesting point. Actually, I'm going to stick with the map as written because I made the choice of using the heroics map, but actually there aren't any windows on the ground floor in the official map. But
okay, and
that's what I was thinking. When I looked at it, I thought that's a really odd map.
If that's close enough to get me into melee range, I will try and grapple him.
Yes, it is.
Then I will attempt to grapple him.
You fail.
Ah, but he's a humanoid, isn't he?
He is.
So I will have my free reroll.
Although, interestingly, actually, when you look at him, he is currently a type of NPC because the NPC field's now been added to all the NPCs, but it didn't exist when I created all the NPCs, so now I have to go back and add them all in. You fail.
I still failed, so that will be that then.
Yep. Jelsa!
Jelsa will have followed Rannick, but she can only go like 5. And she'll tell him, "Don't worry, big guy, I'll save you." And she's gonna...
You got three inches gets you out the window.
And then I was going to move 2 more.
Yep,
So
be my guest.
And I told him, "Hey, big guy, I'll save you." Because, well, I already, got, all kinds of troubles. And I'll spend the extra point for selective.
Okie dokie.
Oh, let me get to my right page here. I love the colors.
It's very pink, isn't it? Sparkly fireworks burst. Okie dokie.
I am targeted.
You spent the extra PowerPoint to make it selective. Burst produces red hot energy, success in a cone template. It can't be evaded because it doesn't say it can be evaded, so roll the damage.
Don't kill them. They can't tell us nothing if they kills them.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to kill him. Just
you
put
hate
him
your
up a
voice.
bit.
Okay, you are going to wound him. I'm going to have to spend one of his bennies.
He's prettier covered in spring,
Yeah. Bert.
Bert will run. He will jump out the window. 9 inches. I don't think I'm going to get far enough. Nope.
You got 5 there, didn't you? Yep. No,
I got 40 there.
yeah, that's
Is that
5.
close
Yeah,
enough?
yeah, that's close enough. Yeah.
Okay.
If
And I will
if
hit
you
him.
hover over yourself, you should see your reach.
Ah, okay. And it says 1 inch, so that's standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will whack him with the flat of my sword.
You hit the kobold with the flat of your sword, shaking him. Schnookums.
Schnookums will also run. To there.
Yep.
And will attempt to knock him out.
Okay, go for it.
Oops, forgot to target. Yeah, I guess he's. We're not going to stop him. Somebody else better.
That brings us to Arena. God, I spent hours on that bloody map doing the line of sight, and it just balked it. I'm sorry. I'm a happy place now. Think happy thoughts. I'm just blooming tired.
No place like home.
Exactly.
My computer's just frozen up on me completely. Well, not completely, but I can't do anything with my character. I was going to go outside and move towards Jelsa, but I can't move anything, so could you just do that for me?
I could try.
Well, it's actually not my computer, it's Fantasy Grounds that's frozen up on me.
Yeah. Well, you'll get down to there, assuming you can actually see where you get to. But unless you want to run.
I see it. It's just not letting me do anything. It's showing me what's happening, it's just not letting me do any of it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to run?
Yeah. Why not?
There's a curse on this monastery.
There is a curse on this monastery. You get to the window and you can look out and see Jelsa casting sparkly fireworks.
And Rannick being annoyed. There's nothing new.
I'm just going to say Amber's just going to run up next to you. There we go. The second round begins and Jelsa gets to go first.
Do that again. I'll spend a penny. Told you this monastery is cursed.
That's a hit. That's a wound. I'm going to have to spend another one of my bennies. He soaks it. That brings... Do you wish to move or anything else?
Oh no, I'm just fine right here.
Okey-dokey.
Enjoying the show.
Enjoy the fireworks. Little sparks are flying out everywhere and avoiding Snookums and Bert and Rannick and just hitting the kobold, who seems very annoyed by that. Good fella.
Drop that map on me again. It keeps disappearing. I don't know why.
There you go, hopefully. Everyone else seems to be jumping out the window.
I don't have the map yet.
Don't know why, it says you do. Mind you, it says Bert's got it twice, so... I did learn about some. There's a slash image quality commander. If you're finding the map is slow, you can type a number and it supposedly sort of makes it better on slower computers.
The number one.
Sorry?
I typed a number.
You typed a number 1, yes.
We said makes it better on slower computers. Anyway, I have no idea where. So they're all jumping out the window.
Yeah.
I'll just follow them.
Okay. So 3 inches gets you outside the window. Why is it showing stuff in dark and grey? Oh, God knows what's going on there. Oh, it's still showing dark vision, is it, for certain people? You doing anything we get outside the window? Oh, it's because the low light vision's obviously got it programmed in now into the Savage Worlds rule set. Okay, Gurklekeep is going to run away.
I'll punch him.
Is there a chance that with my net I can throw it at him and catch him?
I don't believe at this range you would be able to. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, 3, 6, 12. You can give it a shot. Make an effort. Throw your net. It would be dramatically appropriate to catch Rannick, of course. Why that didn't... Well, that's targeted, but it didn't actually... Why didn't that work? That's really weird. Fantasy Grounds is really giving me a load of crap today, isn't it? Targeting doesn't seem to want to work on thrown weapons. That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to treat the net as a ranged weapon. Look.
Weird.
No, it just does not want. It's rolling. Why is it? No, athletics is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's change it to range just for the sake of argument for a second. Then it shows it working. But it even works with the old well out of date knowledge bombardier skill, but it doesn't work as a thrown weapon. Oh well, anyway, a 3 would have missed anyway, so we're not going to. So I'm afraid your net misses.
I'm going to try one Benny and then that's it, buddy.
Okay, well then drop a Benny and then you got a 9, which would work because that would be a hit with a raise. However, 6 inch, it's 5 inches, so it's less. Yeah, that would be a hit with a raise. So on a successful hit, you entangle Gurklekeep. Because I've already rolled the 9 for you, so as far as I'm concerned, that's great. So you Gurklekeep.
Thank you.
Gurklekeep is entangled. Doesn't interesting enough actually, it doesn't tell you the hardness of the net. Oh, it's hardness 10. Vulnerable only to cutting attacks. Oh well, Gurklekeep is going to attempt to escape the net. Which he does manage to do. He does manage to hang on. Successful hit. Yep, he does manage to scramble out from underneath the net. He can't run because, ignore the run dice, he can't run because I'd had to have run that beforehand. And he's going to leg it.
Bert and Snookums, and I'm sure Rannick are all going to swing at him for trying to run away from us.
Has anyone engaged him in combat yet?
Oh, yes, Bird and Snookums both, remember?
I don't.
Rannoch
That's why.
tried to
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm asking. I don't doubt you did. I thought you had, but anyway. Okay, you inflict 2 wounds on him as he attempts to run away. He attempts to soak that wound. Successfully.
Snookums will spend a penny.
Okay. Snookums hits Gurklekeep. But doesn't hurt him.
Snookums will spend a penny on that, too.
Go for it.
Oh, crying out loud.
Well, you shook him.
That's fine.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Gurklekeep runs away. Rannoch.
I'll run it. We'll follow him round the corner.
4 inches to there. He's a slippery little kobold, this one.
He is. And then Rannoch will attempt to grapple him again.
He's Gurklekeep, not Gurklekeep, but anyway. You failed to grab him again.
I will take my free reroll.
Oh, you get him.
Okay.
You grab hold of him, making yourself vulnerable and him entangled. Yep. Dondrad. There's lots of shouting and get him! No, slippery little sod! Get him! Got him!
Can I jump through the window?
Well, everyone else has, so why not?
I'll just want to get out of this room. It takes too long to get out. Right, jump out the window.
You jump out the window.
Yeah, there's some on the bed, and there's somebody else can go and search it.
Arena. Has Fantasy Grounds decided to stop sulking for you yet?
Interesting. Now when I try and move me, I move the whole map.
I had that before. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. Sorry?
Close the map yet.
It won't let me close the map, so I can't even do that. Yeah, it's not stop sulking, no. I'll follow outside and see what's going on.
Okie doke. Just
Ground is in a very funny mood tonight.
It is. It's giving me no end of crap today. And I don't think you could tell that it's been annoying me at all. Can anyone? I don't. I think I've managed to hide my annoyance rather well. I think anyone's realised I'm really annoyed with it at all. Have you?
Can you move me?
Yeah, sorry.
I think we just about the third F-bomb, dear.
I'm still I'm still I'm redrawing lines of sight in between rounds. Which way are you headed?
Side towards arena. I mean,
You
not
are
towards arena. Towards Gels.
So you jump out the window. 4 inches gets you to Gels's side.
Is there still anything going on out here? Or has it all been dealt with?
Well, there does seem to be some sort of chase going on as you jump out the window. You just see Rannoch disappear around the corner.
Then I'll go after Rannoch and use whatever move I've got left to do that.
Yep.
And then I'll end my turn, and my fox will follow me.
Hang on. You'd go that way probably. And then Amber will follow up behind you. There we go. That brings us to Bert.
Okay, Bert is going to come darting around the corner here. 4, 5, 6.
To the tune of a certain Hanna and Barbera cartoon. Catch the kobold.
Oh, yeah.
Catch the kobold. Catch the kobold. Grab him, nab him, slap him. Catch that kobold now. You hit Gurklekeep. Oh dear, you're going to wound Gurklekeep. I I've got one Benny left. Let's use it. My last Benny. No! You stab Gurklekept the kobold. He cries out in pain and annoyance and anger.
And Snookums will then. Oops, I got to advance the combat track.
That's okay. I've done it. Don't worry.
Snookums is going to move to here.
Okay.
There we go. And he's going to smack Gurglekept.
Oh no! Gurglekept's in trouble now. You hit Gurglekept. You wound Gurglekept. I'll let you. Actually, there's no effects going.
Keeping you up.
Okay, who got Benny's then? No one. The Black Joker was Mr. Invisible got the Black Joker. I wonder if it really actually means no one else gets the Joker. It's a very interesting bug.
I have to check and see if it shuffles the cards after that as well.
Actually, I might actually start turning. I might actually.
Oh, that gained me a lot.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't shuffle the cards. Because you know you can view the deck. There's only 29 cards remaining, so it hasn't shuffled the cards.
And from here I can't see Gurglekept. Well, I can, but
Well,
they don't want to kill him, and they got him nicely surrounded, so it's like, I'm coming, don't worry.
Why's your run die D4? Is that because you're small?
Yes, my pace is only a D4.
Oh yeah, reduced pace. Yes. Gnome. Yeah.
Because I'm only 3 foot tall.
Yes, you're only 3 foot tall. Your little legs can't take you that fast. So, you know what you really need to do is convince Snookums to let you ride him. Irina.
Be my battle cat.
I'll keep chasing whatever they're chasing. I don't even know what they're chasing yet. I mean, I know, but she doesn't. But I know there's a chase, so I'll be chasing with everyone else.
Well, it looks like they're all piling onto a kobold. You have 2 inches of movement left.
In which case, I think I'll stop dead and go, I ran for that? Oh, well. That'll do. Leave them to it. I think that between them, they can handle one kobold.
He's given one heck of a run for their money, it has to be said. Rannick.
Right, Rannick wants to pretty much hold the kobold up against the wall by his throat, as I've already got him entangled, and fix him with a steely gaze and say, you're going to stop running now, and you're going to start talking, you bastard. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yes. Okay. Well, it's actually Gurklekeep's go right now. So let's see what happens. Well, he unshakes rather well. He basically, I think he's going to. I think he's very angry right now. So I think he's going to stab you, Rannick. Then he's going to stab you, Rannick. And then he's going to stab you, Rannick.
Fortunately, I've got longer arms than you.
You should be you should actually be vulnerable though. But it didn't really matter.
Yeah, he'd have missed on all of those anyway.
Yeah. And then basically because you grabbed him and held him up against the wall as he was trying to stab you in the arm, he decides that as his free action, he's going to pee on you. Dondrad.
Is it me? Right, okay.
So I've given you a special new effects, Rannick.
Smells of kobold pee. Lovely.
I'll go clear. In fact, tell you what, I'll run for that.
That brings us to Bird.
Okay, Bird is going to whack him with the flat of his sword again.
Go for it. You hit him with a raise. Flat of the sword is non-lethal. So you knock him out.
You should have talked, incontinent bastard.
You knock out Girdlecap, the kobold.
I'm going to put him in manacles.
Be my guest.
And then ever so gently slap him around the face to try and wake him up.
Okay, in the meantime, do you want to search him? Because I've put his equipment in the party sheet. You do notice he has a particularly nice short sword. 2d6 hours is unconscious, isn't it?
Unless woken up earlier, yes.
Yeah. Well, you slap him around the face and he wakes up. I'm going to be nice like that.
Right, you bugger. Not only have I got an headache, I now smell a piss.
He starts jabbering away at you.
If you don't mind. All right, anyone here speak kobold?
It's not one of the languages I bothered to learn now.
Okay, I'll try goblin and then orc and then giant on him.
It's working. Why isn't it working?
Right, lest you're talking a sensible tongue, I'm going to poke your eye out, says Rannick, and starts to jabber.
Poke his
fingers
eye out.
towards
Poke his. I bet his eye would really pop if he poked it.
I'm going to close Fantasy Grounds and try and restart
Yeah, no,
and
I
see
understand. Yeah.
Right,
Poke his
I will poke his eye out if he doesn't speak in common.
Oh, it's had an update while we've been playing.
Maybe it's a line of sight pit patch. Actually, it should be the updates I did for Rippers and Headstone Hill, amongst others. All the encounters should now exist in Headstone Hill.
I want to be there when he pokes his eye because I want to see it pop.
I need to put him back on the map, don't I, really? That's a very...
Are you absolutely sure he can't speak common?
Well, I tried goblin and orc and giant
I don't
and
know
common.
Let's see what he understands. He does probably tell me what languages he speaks. I mean, there's... do you know what? I might not. It's, Hollow's Last Hope. Girdlecap. What did you try? Did you say you spoke you tried goblin?
I started with common,
Yes.
and then I tried goblin, and then I tried orc, and then I tried giant. And then I went back to common for, right, that's it. If you don't speak to me, oh, right. You'd rather I didn't. Okay. In that case, start talking. What do you know about this place? And I'll be talking in goblin.
For anyone else.
Share the map for me again, please.
I would be honoured.
Oh, you're such a gent. Thank you. And now the map's gone to the back properly. Excellent. It's all working. Yay.
Oh, dear. What language did you out of interest? What language did you say you were going to poke his eye out in?
Goblin.
I thought you said goblin.
Common.
Yeah, I thought you said it in common as well.
I said it in common originally, yes.
Yeah, that's when he responded in goblin.
Yes, I know.
Oh, but it does talk common. It does not.
He's not going to be helpful, is he?
Right then. says Rannick, slightly squeezing the kobold's throat. If you're not going to talk, you're of absolutely no bloody use to me or any bugger else here. So, I'll poke the eye out.
That should be you raid it. Why?
Why? We're looking for mushrooms. But since you know nothing about this place, you can't help us find mushrooms. So, we'll have to do it ourselves.
Right. Lots more squeaking.
Oh, you do know, do you? But you said you know nothing. So, you were lying to me. I don't like people that lie. Here, Dondrad. These iron mushrooms, what they look like. Does they know?
They should be grey mushrooms.
Well, if you want to keep on being able to see then, you'd best be very helpful. So, we need iron blue mushrooms. They're grey, metally. Oh, aye. Well then, lead the way.
I'd ask them about the guard dogs if I was you. Did we see wolf
And no
tracks?
funny business. Tell me, you live in this place, you got any pets? Remember, I don't like liars. Oh, you don't? Who does then? Because some buggers got dogs coming in and out. Okay, wolves? Who's got the wolves? And why aren't they eating you? Most wolves would just look at you and see brunch.
Give me your phone, I'll get in.
He was brought up by farmers. Right, but why haven't they eaten you? Oh, no. We're not going anywhere until you tell me why you haven't ended up as wolf breakfast. Smart wolves wouldn't keep a kobold around. They're obviously daft smart wolves. Where are the wolves?
That should have been an R.
Oh, you've got a truce with them. So what do you do for them that makes it worth them keeping you alive? Like what? What kind of stuff do you get that they like?
Again, I obviously.
They like birds. Aye. I like a bird every now and then. Probably a different kind, though. Right, sounds like there's some bloody direwolf or something round here in charge of a pack of wolves. This bugger is feeding them birds in exchange for, well, them not eating him. But he does reckon he knows where some of these iron blue mushrooms are. Tell me, little fella, if we were to accidentally bump into any of these here wolves, with you in manacles, you would obviously tell them to not attack you, because I would snap your neck before any of them got to me. Right? You did. I think that's draconic. How loud is he saying that?
I don't know why. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. I've done it in Draconic. Sorry. So you said probably wouldn't work. They probably wouldn't care. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that in Draconic.
Oh well. Everybody be on the lookout for big wolves then. And they can lead us on to where the mushrooms are. Get a move on then.
Oh, sorry. 2 paces back. Well, yeah, there we go. That's as far as he can move with 3 winds.
Good. Don Rod and Goodfella catching us up.
I don't know.
I'm right here.
I meant, is your little meeple?
I still don't have the map.
All right, this is way too bloody slow. I'm going to pick him up by the scruff of his neck. In fact, he's manacled behind his back. I will drag him by the manacles and just get him to direct us.
Oh yeah, it won't let me go through walls, will it? Sorry.
Hang on. If I do that, and then I have to do that, then I have to do that. Did that work? Did that give you the map back? It's just showing
Oh,
Bert.
should I go out and come back?
You might have to, I'm afraid, if you can't see it. I've just moved you around the map in a desperate attempt to shine it up, but hang on a sec. I don't know why. It shows Bert having the map 3 times for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've lost. Oh, I'm on the wrong place. Let's unshare it again one last time. Reshare it again.
All right. I just got kicked out. Savage World, Fantasy Grounds.
It's not showing you she's disconnected, so you're picking him up. Anyway, he basically takes you up to there. I'll move everyone up to there for speed.
Mm-hmm. Right, which door?
Well, he points. Well, he did say the north door, didn't he? So.
Yeah, but there's 2. There's one there and one there, isn't there?
Well, there is indeed. He points at that one.
Okay. I will check the door, see if it'll open.
Chat window's blank.
I cleared it.
Oh, that will be why.
The door will the door opens when you open it.
There are bones on the floor.
There are bends upon the floor. Yes.
You're saying this is where wolves are?
Worse than that, they appear to be French wolves. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
In which case, I'm going to throw him through the door.
Yeah, throw him through the door. Okay? Yeah, throw him through the door.
To the wall.
I have.
Gurkle keep. Let's see what happens. In athletics to see how well he lands. He lands badly and is shaken.
And he's bound because he's got manacles on behind his back.
Which would have made it
Or
up.
rather, no, he'd be entangled, wouldn't he?
Yes.
And Rannick will shout in, right, we're here for the mushrooms, and that's all we want.
Gaping holes in the roof allow faint light to enter this ruined chamber. One stone column that support... Sorry, that's the wrong room. This small study looks like it's recently lived in. Gnawed bones litter the floor and tufts of grey fur can be seen here and there. An old stone desk sits in the centre of the chamber, scratched and cracked in many places. The stench of wet fur hangs heavy in the air.
We're here for mushrooms. They're going to let us have them?
Basically, as you shout that, both of the wolves howl loudly. They, as far as you can tell, they're just normal wolves. They howl loudly, and you get the impression they're getting ready to.
We mean you no harm. We only want mushrooms.
Oh, good! You got a joker, so you could actually do that when you did. My, what the hell happened there?
I have no clue.
Bert was dealt a joker.
Bert was dealt a joker.
Bert was dealt a joker, but then I had a huge crash of basically everything going. Everything's got. Everything's gone mad because basically we've just jumped 4 rounds of combat without me pressing anything. And you've lost.
It's gone nuts.
It has. It's gone completely nuts. You've lost a whole round of combat with your joker bonuses there. And now we're on combat round 5. We're on combat round 5 now.
You know what? I think we'll all forgive the lack of joker bonuses. He's just given us about 6 bennies each.
Well, I'm at the point where actually I'm not going to start the fight, so I'm going to leave it there because Fantasy Grounds is forked right now. Basically, I just reset the combat tracker, and you've basically gone from it's done 5 combat rounds instantly with everyone getting jokers all over the place. And as soon as people spend bennies to change their cards, it redeals everyone in the combat tracker and bloody does another combat round.
Wow.
And I've just got a screen of console errors, and I've just basically had enough.
Good.
So we'll leave it there, and I think that we'll see what
I was going to say, thank God for that.
I've had enough. I'm going to change maps. I'm going to use the official map for next week.
I've had enough since.
Oh, look at that! Someone just did something to cause another console error.
9:30.
Yeah. I'm not having a go, by the way. I'm not having a go, by the way. It's just winding me up.
Love you.
So what happened?
Quick, get your PowerPoints back while you can.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Or, he closes out the game and we have to start with low power next time.
Yeah, go for it. I've had enough. I've just got nothing but console errors. Why the hell you can't just leave? Why the hell Fantasy Grounds will not let, like the good old classic version, will not just let you leave the console behind the screen and actually let you use Fantasy Grounds without the bloody console having to be closed every time? Then it wouldn't wind me up because it could just sit there completely complaining about unable to attempt local index control user data value about every time someone spends a penny, and it wouldn't be a problem because on classic you just used to ignore the console. But no, they've set the console up to take up half the effing screen, and Fantasy Grounds doesn't work until you close it.
So that map looks pretty original. I think it's wrong. It don't look bollocks.
It was free. It's a pretty map. There's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely correct, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that map, apart from the fact it's put windows in on the wrong floor.
The windows all over the shop.
The windows are in all the right places, actually, I think you'll find. But anyway, the map is identical to the official map, just rotated 90 degrees, so north is actually north on the map. Quite a radical idea, that, really.
It's scary.
But anyway, I'm at the point where I've lost the patience with Fantasy Grounds today, so I'm going to call it quits, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Say what?
Look in the chat window. What the hell's going on?
Resetting bennies.
Resetting bennies repeatedly.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what it's doing. I'm not doing it.
Would you like to
Never know about you. Don't blame you.
I'm quitting it now.
Yeah,
Look at this anymore.
Right. It's coming back up.
And when it I got a ton of error messages.
Mm-hmm.
Never get them when it's closing.
See what happens. I'm just starting it up again. I just want to see if all I had to do was close it at the start. Yeah, object token deleted without... But that object, deleted without cleaning up attached lure object, that's a very new bug. It comes up a lot, that one, for everything. They're still trying to work out what it was. Right, okay, I'm starting it back up again to see if I get some console errors now. Because we didn't have any last week, did we? Oh, unable to check lobby server. Ah, I can't even get Fantasy Grounds to launch again. It thinks the lobby's down. I'll just have to run an update. Well, I'm sorry that was a bit more frustrating than normal, but I suppose that's what we pay for play testing dodgy rule sets that don't exist. But what really wound me up there was the line of sight was just not working today. And I spent hours on that.
Yeah.
I spent hours on that bloody map, and then halfway through the line of sight went wrong on it, so I had to start it again. So I'm not amused that it still didn't bloody work. Hey ho.
So anyway, I've put the feedback in the chat.
What's the feedback? That sucks.
No.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play from war games. Greetings, Professor Falcon.
We'll leave it till next week then.
Well, I'm running updates now, so hopefully that will fix stuff. There's an awful lot of... It looks like they're updating all the art packs. What's art pack Goblin? Pathfinder rule sets had an update. Starfinder's had an update, but they just released videos showing those off today. And the art packs. Okay, right, we're back. Let's see if it works now, if anyone's still around and wants to see if we can get 200 console errors.
Sure, we haven't left yet.
Got about another 15 minutes.
Do we update it and join, or do we do it?
I don't know.
Well, let's see.
Exactly.
If it's not compatible with it would show yellow, and I'm showing Doswalt green.
Yeah.
It's showing red to me. I'm going to cancel it and start again.
But it only just came green on, according to my Linux machine, so we'll see what happens.
No, it's green. Closed it and reopened
Right.
it. It was green.
That seemed quite an odd day. Well, that was a fun, interesting, and ultimately self-destructive playtest of Pathfinder today.